Welcome to Timeless Philosophy. Today we explore a topic most people shy away from, the hidden truth of human nature, why people secretly hate you. In a world where smiles, compliments, and friendship often mask envy and resentment, understanding this truth is essential for survival, influence, and leadership. We'll uncover why love is fleeting, why loyalty is often conditional, and how hatred is the one constant force that shapes relationships, power, and ambition. By the end of this video, you'll see the world as it really is, not through the veil of courtesy, but through the eyes of reality. The dilemma is straightforward. You exist under the illusion that people genuinely care for you. Yet Niccolò Machiavelli would warn that what appears as love is often a disguise. Loyalty is a veil, while hatred is the only certainty. To lead, to govern, to rise without being consumed by envy, you must understand the origins of hatred and learn to wield it strategically. Around you, people smile, nod, and offer friendly gestures. You assume goodwill, trust in friendship, but beneath these courteous facades lies a darker reality. They despise you. Every individual harbors self-interest, and hatred is their constant currency. Picture this. You enter a room filled with warm greetings, laughter, and nodding heads. Yet behind each pair of eyes, another emotion simmers. Not affection, not loyalty, not admiration, but ambition and fear. This truly is human nature. Men and women, no matter how polished their speech or refined their manners, act from self-interest. To think otherwise is to step into the game blindly. Success, wealth, recognition. Each achievement sparks envy. Each rise incites resentment. Applause may greet your victories, but it masks bitterness. Why him? Why not me? Echoes silently in their hearts. Every increment of your power highlights their deficiencies. Weakness cannot forgive the strong. Do not be fooled by sweet words. A friend who praises today may pray for your ruin tomorrow. Neighbors who admire your fortune secretly envy it. Allies by your side may long for the moment to surpass you. Expecting unconditional love is as futile as expecting a wolf to graze or a hawk to ignore prey. Hatred is inherent, not an aberration. Success provokes it. Every human is born with desire for more wealth, power, recognition, and your mere existence can obstruct those desires, drawing silent disdain. Richness insults the poor, strength shames the weak, wisdom embarrasses the foolish. Excellence itself is offensive, and hatred follows naturally. History confirms this. The powerful were never exempt. Caesar was hated by the Senate not for weakness, but for his dominance. Alexander was envied not for failing, but for triumphing immensely. Even prophets faced scorn not for wickedness, but for exposing others' mediocrity. If history's greatest men were despised, why assume you were different? Men's hearts follow gain, not gratitude. Love exists only when you serve someone's interests. Remove that utility, and affection vanishes. Gratitude is fleeting, but hatred endures, patiently lying in wait. Even virtue is provocative. Your kindness, fairness, or generosity can provoke resentment, for the one helped feels smaller. The hand that gives towers over the one who receives, and ego resents that elevation. Therefore, hatred can cling to generosity itself. The brighter you shine, the darker their shadows grow. Be prepared for concealed contempt. Smiles can hide fangs, praise can mask envy, friendship can conceal ambition. Human nature is layered with masks. Men wear them to survive, masks of loyalty, respect, devotion, all shielding the quiet sting of resentment. The friend who toasts your victories may be counting what they lost in comparison. The colleague who applauds your rise is reminded of their own stagnation. Envy thrives on proximity. Strangers' success is distant, abstract, tolerable, but neighbors, companions, allies, their closeness amplifies resentment. Words of loyalty are performances, strategic tools. I am with you often translates to I benefit from being near you. Every secret you share, every intimate bond, carries latent risk. Men cannot resist wielding knowledge when ambition outweighs affection. History is filled with kings betrayed not by enemies, but by trusted friends. Friendship often cloaks latent betrayal. Power attracts resentment. It illuminates the eyes that cannot reach it and scorches the pride of those who fall short. To be admired is to provoke envy. To command respect is to awaken resentment. Every elevated step calls opposition. Applause masks clenched fists. Smiles conceal sharpened teeth. Your strength is both shield and target. When men fear, they obey. When they resent, they plot. Love is optional. Fear is essential. Fear ensures obedience when affection fades, while love alone cannot sustain authority. But fear must be tempered with respect. Otherwise, it becomes hatred, and hatred seeks revenge. Consider the ruler loved by his subjects, generous, merciful, beloved. Yet when fortune shifts, love fails. Praise vanishes under pressure. Loyalty disappears in crisis. Fear, in contrast, binds through consequence. Fear is steady, impartial, a lasting reminder of the cost of defiance. Cruelty alone sparks rebellion. Fear, joined with respect, commands enduring obedience. History is clear. Those who sought only love often fell, betrayed by their closest supporters. Those who inspired fear, balanced with awe, endured. Men may admire kindness, but they bow to power. Smiles pale before trembling. Even in everyday life, this principle holds. Fathers commanding only love may lose authority. Teachers relying solely on kindness risk losing control. Leaders dependent on affection alone invite mockery and disobedience. Respect through firmness, discipline, and the careful use of fear ensures authority that love alone cannot. Love is fragile. Fear is steadfast. Affection is forgettable. Strength is unforgettable. Love can be betrayed. Fear restrains betrayal. Human nature is fickle in love, but unyielding in fear. A wise man builds on fear. Love is decoration, not foundation. Hatred, too, is inevitable. To be significant is to summon adversaries. To live fully with ambition, strength, vision, each invites opposition. Hatred is not always born of cruelty. Often it is the cost of relevance. If you are insignificant, you are ignored. If significant, you are despised. Virtue invites enemies. The corrupt hate exposure. Liars resent honesty. The unjust detest fairness. Ambition provokes rivals. Wealth triggers envy. Progress sparks fear. Success is visible, a beacon, calling forth resentment. Even inaction or humility draws scorn. Men invent reasons to despise those beyond their control. Hatred requires little justification. It thrives on envy, suspicion, and fear, elements never in short supply. Hatred extends beyond individuals to nations, groups, and movements. Declaring loyalty declares enmity. Neutrality breeds contempt. Universal love is an illusion. Pleasing all guarantees displeasure. The ruler seeking universal approval ends despised by all. Friendship built on agreement is hollow. Love cannot be universal, but hatred persists eternally. Enemies are proof of relevance. Their existence confirms influence. The man without enemies is inconsequential, invisible. Hatred is the shadow of greatness. Carry it without fear. History demonstrates this. Caesar betrayed by allies, Socrates condemned for wisdom, Christ despised for challenging authority. They were hated not for weakness, but for strength, for exposing others' frailty. You too will attract hatred as you rise, through power, virtue, or ambition. Often silent, often masked as friendship, it waits for opportunity. Recognize it, study it, bend it to your advantage. To be hated is to be alive in others' eyes. To be alive is to hold power. Hatred is inevitable, but it need not be your undoing. Acceptance strengthens you beyond those chasing universal affection. Men are bound not by love, but by desire. They smile, yet envy. They greet, yet resent. They cannot help but hate those who rise. To ascend in this world is to summon enemies. Seeking universal affection is chasing a shadow. Hatred need not destroy. It is proof that you matter, that you disturb comfort, that you stand above the ordinary. Do not fear it. Do not flee from it. Let it sharpen your awareness, guide your actions, and remind you that to matter is to provoke. If you wish to thrive, you must carry the shadow of hatred with steady resolution, for it is both your challenge and your proof of significance.